Hello guys, welcome back to our anime moment. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Martial Universe Season 10 Part 59 based on novel. So let's start. In that case, let's fight. The moment these words left Lin Dong's mouth, three powerful unsheathed blade-like auras abruptly shot into the sky in a bold and ferocious manner. Their rippling auras directly blasted away the spreading demonic chi. The three of them stood in the air. Their eyes were ice cold as they locked onto the huge cosmic evil devil king in front of them. Ha ha, you really do not know your limits. Even if the three of us were to fight separately, we will still be able to destroy you three brothers a dozen times over. Even less needs to be said now that the three of us have fused with this cosmic evil devil king. Yet, you three still dare to seek revenge for your past humiliation? How comical. Ha ha. The three strange faces on the cosmic evil devil king laughed out loud as they felt the battle intent from the Lin Dong trio. The three piercing laughters joined together and spread. It was filled with ridicule and disdain. The three of them had already truly advanced to the reincarnation stage. Furthermore, they had merged their flesh into this cosmic evil devil king. Although this did not allow it to regain its full power, it was definitely no longer something that an ordinary reincarnation stage expert could stop. Moreover, the Lin Dong trio were merely at the samsara stage. Such strength was insignificant in their eyes. Once we finish off you three brothers, not a single person here will be able to escape. Ha ha, Lin Dong, Lin Dong, you are still under the delusion that you will be able to massacre our Yuan Gate without realizing that the three of us have long been waiting here for you. You have brought all these experts that rebel against our Yuan Gate. This will allow us to finish all of them off. At that time, who in this eastern Xian region will dare to resist us? Lin Dong's expression was indifferent as he looked at the three strange laughing faces on the cosmic evil devil king. Both of his hands slowly tightened. Bright purple gold light spread from within his body as dragon roars resounded in the sky. Roar? Little Flame also unleashed a frightening tiger roar at this moment. The devouring tiger army not far behind him suddenly sat down after his roar sounded. Soon after, monstrous black light swept out from their bodies as a huge black light barrier covered them while a terrifyingly baleful aura spread. Monstrous black light galloped in the sky. Finally, it was absorbed by Little Flame. His originally metal tower-like body immediately swelled at this moment. Black and white tough tiger fur grew on the surface of his body, while a frighteningly brutal aura unfurled. Little Flame's strength was only at the samsara stage. However, the devouring tiger army was closely bound to him. He gathered the strength of 1,000 in a single body. Adding the top-tier bloodline of the Darkness Sent Tiger tribe flowing within his body, the strength that he unleashed would likely force even someone like First Elder Zhu Li, who had come into contact with reincarnation, to temporarily retreat. Little Martin also rose into the air as Little Flame unleashed his full power. A piercing howl dashed into the clouds and boundless purple-black energy spread. A pair of 10,000 feet large bat wings seemed to blot out the sun as they extended behind him. Purple gold patterns covered the bat wings, giving off a trace of noble and ancient aura. Little Martin was an expert who had touched reincarnation. Together with his extremely pure celestial demon Martin tribe bloodline, his fighting strength was also extraordinary. Let's fight! Little Martin gave off a terrible aura as his roar suddenly resounded across the sky. The auras of the trio were now tyrannical to the limit. Ha ha! The three great heads of the Yuan Gate laughed loudly. Soon after, the huge cosmic evil devil king rushed forward. The land shook and monstrous demonic chi swept forth like a storm. Roar! Little Flame's tiger eyes turned crimson. He clenched his large hand and a huge divine hammer appeared. 9 cauldron symbols flashed with dazzling light on the hammer. After which, he took the lead and charged forward. The divine hammer in his hand turned into a 10,000 feet large hammer shadow that shattered space as it ruthlessly smashed towards the huge comic evil devil. Purple-black light gathered in Little Martin's palm. After which, a river-like black stream of light shot out. This stream was filled with a mighty force. Purple gold light exploded from within Lin Dong's body at this moment. 3,000 purple gold dragon tattoos rushed forward, transforming into a purple gold dragon claw that was 10,000 feet in size. After which, it brazenly swung forward. The three of them attacked together using their true strength. The shock waves that erupted at that instant seemed to want to turn the entire area upside down. Evil Devil Shield. However, the three great heads of Yuan Gate merely laughed coldly in the face of the trio joining hands. Demonic chi churned and turned into a 10,000 feet large black shield in front of the cosmic evil Devil King. The shield was covered with twisted devil faces and sinister demonic chi. Bang bang bang. The three powerful attacks practically arrived together. After which, they ruthlessly blasted the large black shield. An earth-shaking sound appeared and the land below continuously crumbled. The residual energy waves gradually scattered. Some cracks appeared on the large black shield, before it slowly disintegrated. However, the attacks from the Lindong trio were completely blocked. Is this all that you have grown in the last 3 years? The three faces on the cosmic evil Devil King laughed in an odd manner. Subsequently, the cosmic evil Devil King took a step forward. Its enormous body displayed an extremely frightening speed. In a flash, it had already appeared behind Little Flame. Its demon arm, which was covered with demonic symbols, clenched tightly. Subsequently, a punch containing a devastating force mercilessly smashed towards Little Flame. Roar! With a terrifying force attacking him from the back, Little Flame also roared towards the sky. A terrible aura surged as black and white light swept outwards, turning into an enormous black and white light tiger around his body. With a loud tiger roar, Tiger Paws tightly grasped the divine hammer and directly clashed with the cosmic evil Devil King without shrinking back. Bang! The surrounding space shattered as the two collided. Little Flame's body was sent flying backwards. Fresh blood seeped out from the tiger paws that were holding the divine hammer. It was clearly a little too much for him to clash head-on with this cosmic evil Devil King, an entity that contained the combined power of three great heads of Yuan Gate with his current ability. If it was not because he had obtained the essence blood inheritance of the Darkness Saint Tiger and had become stronger, it was likely that he would not even have been able to receive this single attack. The three great heads of Yuan Gate seemed to have seen through the fact that Little Flame was the weaker link. Hence, they did not change their target after Little Flame was forced back. Their huge body moved to once again deliver a killing blow. Purple Moon Slash. However, Lindong and Little Martin would naturally not allow them to carry out their plan. Little Martin was the first to attack. He clenched his hand and an incomparably large purple crescent formed in the sky. His fingers were lowered and the purple moon penetrated through the void and sped towards the cosmic evil Devil King. Scram! A sharp cry was emitted from the three faces on the cosmic evil Devil King. After which, the cosmic evil Devil King turned around and threw a punch. Surging demonic chi swept forth as the punch was directly delivered onto that incomparably sharp purple moon. As demonic chi surged, the purple moon was shattered with a single punch. Having blasted apart the purple moon with a single punch, the huge and sinister maw of the cosmic evil Devil King opened. A beam of viscous demonic chi swept out with lightning speed and headed straight for Little Martin. However, the moment that demonic chi light beam that contained astonishing destructive power shot out, a huge circular black hole spread in front of it. It devoured the demonic chi light beam with a gulp. Bang! However, the demonic chi contained within the light beam was not to be underestimated. The circular black hole rapidly swelled after devouring it. In the end, it exploded apart with a loud sound. Soon after, a demonic chi light beam that was much weaker than before escaped. Nevertheless, it was blocked by Little Martin. Lindong's eyes hardened slightly after seeing that the attack from this cosmic evil Devil King had managed to penetrate the black hole formed by devouring power. The combined might of these three great heads of Yuan Gate was indeed quite frightening. Attack together! Brilliant purple gold light gathered as waves of ancient dragon roars rippled from within Lindong's body. Endless fighting intent seemed to surge within his pitch-black eyes. He would see today if the three of them together would be able to beat the three great heads of Yuan Gate. Bang bang bang. Little Martin and Little Flame howled as Lindong's cry sounded. after which they circulated the power within their bodies to the limit. Three light figures that gave off ominous auras rushed forward. Incomparably berserk attacks came pouring down like rain, enveloping the cosmic evil Devil King. The cosmic evil Devil King unleashed waves of deafening howls in the face of the combined attacks from the trio. Demonic chi surged like an ocean and blocked the trio's attacks. This fight was undoubtedly problematically earth-shaking. The land crumbled and space distorted wherever the battle was. Each time Yuan power and demonic chi clashed, a tornado would rise. Those demon corps and practitioners caught in the resulting aftershocks hurriedly pulled back. Boom boom. The cosmic evil Devil King did not reveal any fatigue despite facing the crazy attacks of the Lindong trio. Demonic chi churned on without end. The cosmic evil Devil King's giant fist sent the pouncing little flame flying, while piercing voices that now had a different pitch continued to spread. The three strange faces were filled with ridicule. Lindong, is this all you have? The demonic chi in this devil feast world is infinite, and these demon corpses will rise again even after defeat. However, there will be fewer and fewer people left in your Yuan Destruction Alliance. Ha ha, as more time pass, everyone here will not be able to escape. Lindong's eyes hardened when he heard these words. He saw the defeated demon corpses once again charge forward fearlessly after being eroded by demonic chi. On the other hand, the Yuan Destruction Alliance had suffered increasingly greater losses. If it was not for First Elder Zhu Li, Ying Huan and other peak experts, the situation would be much more dire. Lindong, we must indeed swiftly finish off this fellow. Otherwise, those demon corpses will grow stronger and stronger. Yang's grave voice sounded. Lindong had a grim expression. He slowly nodded as his eyes looked towards Little Martin and Little Flame nearby. Scarlet light flashed within their eyes. Raw? Little Flame's body suddenly began to swell at a shocking speed. Black and white light spread as indescribably berserk undulations rippled outwards. A terrifying tiger roar sounded. A large black and white tiger that was equal in size to the cosmic evil Devil King surfaced in the sky from the black and white light. An ancient fluctuation permeated the sky. Evidently, the present Little Flame had already revealed the true body of the darkness-sent tiger. This was his strongest battle form as a demonic beast. Purple light also emerged from Little Martin's body. After which, his 10,000 feet large bat wings rapidly grew. Subsequently, they crossed in front of him and covered his body. Light seemed to seep out from the cracks. The bat wings were finally opened. A layer of purple-black armor had appeared on Little Martin. Strange purple-black symbols stealthily spread on his bewitching face as long purple-black hair scattered downwards. He appeared like the king of the dark night amidst the moonlight backdrop. Roar? A dragon roar sounded as purple-gold light blossomed. 100,000 feet large purple-gold dragon coiled in the sky, while an indescribable ancient and pure dragon aura spread and filled the area. The cosmic evil Devil King stood on the ground while overflowing demonic chi surrounded it. The sky above it was occupied by a titanic purple-gold dragon, a darkness-sent tiger and a celestial demon Martin. This battleground had already become a little out of control. Yuan power surged as the demonic aura whistled forward. A large purple-gold dragon, darkness-sent tiger, and celestial demon Martin crouched at 3 different locations. Meanwhile, brutal and terrifying auras were emitted from their large bodies, while the searing heat in their eyes could melt their opponent's desire to fight. The 3 great heads of Yuan Gate were staring at the 3 of them, who had transformed into 3 fearsome beasts. Promptly, the expression in their eyes changed. This was because given their eyesight, they were naturally able to tell that the Lindong trio's auras had surged rapidly. Typically speaking, after a demonic beast returned to its actual form, its fighting strength would surpass that of a human at the same cultivation level. Moreover, the dragon, tiger and Martin that the 3 of them had transformed into were clearly no ordinary demonic beasts. Obstinate fools. I want to see what you guys can do today. Those 3 great heads were startled by the aura of the Lindong trio. However, they quickly chuckled. After all, their own strength far surpasses that of the Lindong trio. Together with the cosmic evil Devil King's body, it was clearly no mean feat for the Lindong trio to turn things around. Roar? However, it was evident that the Lindong trio did not want to waste their time talking to the three great heads. Immediately, the darkness-sent tiger, which was transformed by Little Flame, let out a deep roar. Then, that tiger roar seemingly turned into a solidified sonic wave, before it reverberated across the place. After he roared, Little Flame dashed forward. His huge body seemingly penetrated through space, before his large shadow enveloped the cosmic evil Devil King. Then, he opened his mouth and roared, before he fired a black and white energy light beam. With a loud boom, that light beam shot straight towards the cosmic evil Devil King. However, just as the light beam was 1,000 feet away from the cosmic evil Devil King, demonic aura came rolling over. Then, they transformed into a light curtain that completely blocked the light beam. Roar? However, right after his light beam was blocked, Little Flame had already charged over together with monstrous ferocious aura. After which, he used his tiger mouth, which was packed with dense sharp teeth that were seemingly able to rip through space, to ruthlessly bite the cosmic evil Devil King. Humph! Demonic aura surged across the body of the cosmic evil Devil King. Promptly, demonic storms gathered on its fist. After which, it delivered a punch towards Little Flame. That devil swung its fist. However, before it landed on Little Flame's body, purple-black light suddenly came sweeping over from in front. After which, a huge purple-black crescent moon came whistling over before it slammed heavily against that fist. Bang! A cold glint flashed across the eyes of the three great heads of Yuan Gate. Promptly, demonic aura suddenly surged on the devil fist, before its hand turned into a blade. In fact, its 5 fingers were just like incomparably sharp devil spears. Following which, demonic aura surged before that devil blade forcefully penetrated the purple-black crescent moon and headed straight towards Little Flame without a drop in its momentum. Roar? An ancient dragon roar suddenly resounded across the place. Following which, an enormous dragon claw covered by purple-gold dragon scales suddenly tore through space before it ruthlessly clashed against the sharp long blade formed by the devil palm. Creak creak. A deafening metallic sound spread, before sparks flew and a violent energy assault wave spread. However, the purple-gold dragon claw was forced to retreat continuously, while purple-gold light flickered and blocked the erosion from the demonic aura. With the dragon claw blocking the devil palm, Little Flame's huge body took the opportunity to leap forward. Then, he used his cold and menacing tiger mouth to mercilessly bite the cosmic evil Devil King's arm. Immediately, a sharp creaking sound appeared, before black blood swiftly flowed down the devil arm. It seems like Little Flame did not hold back at all. You are courting death. The intense pain emitted from the devil arm caused the three great heads of Yuan Gate to cry out furiously. Promptly, they used another devil arm to grab Little Flame's huge body, before they tossed him away violently. Bang bang. Little Flame's body rubbed against the ground, leaving a 10,000 feet deep scar. In fact, a mountain was even shattered in the process. However, the instant Little Flame stabilized his body, a ferocious glint appeared in his eyes. Then, he stomped his tiger foot before he once again charged forward with a ferocious aura. Little Martin flapped the tens of thousands of feet large bat wings behind his back. Meanwhile, the purple-black light in his palm squirmed before they transformed into a purple-black spear. Following which, his body rushed forward with lightning-like speed, before he launched a frightening sharp attack towards the cosmic evil Devil King. Roar? The purple-gold dragon that Lindong had transformed into, roared towards the sky. Following which, purple-gold light vaporized all the demonic aura within 10,000 feet from him. Then, his sharp dragon claw, which was covered by purple-gold dragon scales, tore through space and crazily swiped at the cosmic evil Devil King. Up against the ferocious attacks from the three of them, the cosmic evil Devil King released a wild beast-like roar. After which, it clenched its devil fist, before surging demonic aura transformed into a 10,000 feet large devil totem pole. As it waved the devil totem pole, the land beneath cracked, forming several 10,000 feet large deep cracks. For massive figures clashed violently. The huge tiger bit with his sharp teeth, while the celestial demon Martin flapped his bat wings, before purple-black spears' shadows penetrated through space and rained down from all directions. Meanwhile, the huge dragon released a deep roar, before he swung his massive dragon claws, which were powerful enough to destroy mountains. Nonetheless, despite being surrounded and attacked by the three of them, the cosmic evil Devil King did not give in. Instead, each time it swung the devil totem pole in its hand, it would force one of them back. In terms of strength, it was obvious that the three great heads of Yuan Gate were superior. However, the Lin Dong trio were no ordinary experts as well, and each of them had their own unique abilities. Moreover, all of them were extremely brutal and were even willing to risk their lives in a fight. Hence, even though injuries continuously appeared on the Lin Dong trio's bodies, the cosmic evil Devil King also suffered some significant injuries due to their maniacal attacks. The land cracked whenever the fight went, and their surrounding space became distorted. This fight was so intense that it felt as though this part of the world was on the verge of collapsing. This part of the world had clearly become extremely chaotic. The entire place was enveloped by the demonic aura while distant battle cries shook the sky. Meanwhile, countless powerful experts from the Yuan Destruction Alliance clashed violently with those devil corpses. At this juncture, owing to the bloodlust, all of them had clearly lost their minds. Hence, powerful Yuan power surged before they mercilessly charged towards those devil corpses. Occasionally, there were some figures falling from the sky. Some of them were devil corpses, while the rest were experts from the Yuan Destruction Alliance. After all, when these two frightening meat grinders clashed, countless individuals would be pulverized every second. At a short distance away, Ying Huan clenched her hand. Following which, hundreds of sharp ice picks shot out from her hand, before they penetrated hundreds of devil corpses. Then, cold aura spread before many frozen devil corpses fell onto the ground and shattered into ice shards. Nonetheless, there were far too many devil corpses here. Furthermore, thanks to the nourishment from the endless demonic aura, those devil corpses would usually climb to their feet again unless they were completely shattered like what Ying Huan did. Therefore, even more devil corpses charged towards Ying Huan after she finished off the ones in her vicinity. Sharp sword auras suddenly swept over from all directions. Following which, those devil corpses which were charging towards Ying Huan were all hacked into pieces. Ying Huan turned her head upon seeing this. After which, she saw a white-clothed beauty standing behind her. The latter exchanged glances with her using her calm and collected eyes. After which, the both of them turned their heads away simultaneously. The devil corpses once again came surging over like floodwaters. Although these devil corpses were unable to hurt the both of them, they had to try their best to destroy as many as possible in order to lighten the burden on others. Therefore, the both of them gradually moved closer to one another. Cold aura was circling around Ying Huan. She waved her jade-like hand before a few hundred devil corpses were frozen instantly. After which, she involuntarily looked afar. At that spot, there were extremely violent ripples being emitted, and it was considered as the most fearsome battle in the region. Ying Huan looked at that spot before she frowned slightly. Currently, the Lin Dong trio were risking their lives in an all-out fight with the three great heads of Yuan Gate. It was a valiant and tragic fight with fresh blood spurting everywhere. Let me go and assist him. When Ying Huan saw that the purple gold dragon that Lin Dong had transformed was sent flying by the cosmic evil Devil King's devil totem pole, cold glint flashed across her pretty eyes. She was just about to make a move when a cool hand pulled her back. "What are you doing?" Ying Huan asked in a displeased tone. "You should not join such a fight. This is a matter concerning them, three brothers. He will be displeased if you go." Ling Qingzhu released Ying Huan's hand before she slowly said. Ying Huan's body stilled upon hearing this. She was just about to open her mouth to retort when she suddenly recalled Lin Dong's character. She knew that even though Lin Dong may appear warm and friendly on the surface, he was extremely proud in his heart. 3 years ago, he was forced to withdraw from Dao sect and flee the Eastern Xian region by the three great heads. This was something that he was most definitely ashamed of. Now that he has returned, given his character, he would definitely want to get back at the other party. In fact, it was precisely because of this that he did not use his formidable puppet and instead relied on his two brothers alone. It was just like what Ling Qingzhu said. Lindong would be displeased if she chose to help him in such a fight. A stupid, prideful fellow. He deserves to suffer? Ying Huan looked at the miserable fight in the distance, where blood was spluttered all over the place. Then, she gently clenched her teeth before she involuntarily roared furiously. Soon after, cold aura surged around her before she directly charged into the Devil Corpse army. Whenever the cold aura swept by, the Devil Corpses would turn into ice. Moreover, it was clear that she was much more ruthless than before. Clearly, she wanted to vent the fury in her heart on these pitiful Devil Corpses. Bang! The Black Devil totem pole was accompanied by frightening demonic aura as it swept across the place. After which, it ruthlessly slammed onto the darkness-sent tiger, who was charging towards it. Immediately, that tiger emitted a painful moan through his mouth. However, a fearsome glow continued to glimmer within his eyes. Then, he opened his ferocious large mouth before he bit the arm of the cosmic evil Devil King. After which, he jerked his tiger head and forcefully ripped a huge bloody hole on that devil arm. Purple-black light came sweeping over from all directions. Then, wild gales surged before a 10,000 feet large spear came directly piercing towards the cosmic evil Devil King's chest with lightning-like speed. That incomparably sharp spear could even penetrate a top expert, who had touched reincarnation. However, it merely managed to pierce halfway through the body of the cosmic evil Devil King. Roar? A dragon roar closely followed. Then, that tens of thousands of feet large purple gold dragon claw clenched into a fist, before it ruthlessly punched the 10,000 feet large spear. Immediately, an energy ripple that was visible to the naked eye, suddenly spread. The 10,000 feet spear finally penetrated the cosmic evil Devil King's chest with help from that powerful blow. After which, it exited through the devil's back. Wail! A sharp roar filled with intense pain was suddenly released by that cosmic evil Devil King. After which, a brutal expression appeared on the three strange faces. You three bastards! How dare you injure my cosmic evil Devil King? Do you know how much effort it took to repair it? A sharp roar sounded before frightening demonic aura suddenly swept out from within the cosmic evil Devil King in all directions. Following which, the three great heads of Yuan Gate cried out in a stern voice, "Playtime's over. You three bastards shall die now." The cosmic evil Devil King suddenly opened its fearsome large mouth. Then, a frightening swirl was formed within before an indescribable demonic aura surged. Finally, the scent of death emerged from within its mouth. Cosmic Evil Devil Abyss. Monstrous demonic aura erupted from the cosmic evil Devil King's large ferocious mouth at this moment. Meanwhile, there were intense deathly ripples being emitted from deep within its large mouth, causing one's scalp to turn numb. The land began trembling violently at this moment before a strong suction force was emitted from the mouth of that cosmic evil Devil King. The strength of that suction force was such that even the massive bodies of the transformed Lindong trio showed signs of being dragged away. While the suction force surged, a black glowing halo suddenly shot out from within the cosmic evil Devil King's mouth. After which, it wrapped around the darkness-sent tiger, that little flame had transformed into. The light halo enveloped him before a suction force suddenly surged. Immediately, Little Flame's large body was lifted into the air before he was dragged towards the cosmic evil Devil King's huge mouth, which now looked like a deep abyss. Roar! Little Flame released a series of tiger roars as he struggled violently. Meanwhile, black and white light continuously surged out from within his body in an attempt to resist that suction force. However, it was to no avail. Instead, all he could do was to stare at that large mouth, which was now growing closer and closer. Meanwhile, the depths of that large mouth looked just like the abyss of death, and a rich sense of danger rose from it. Little Martin's expression changed drastically when he saw that Little Flame was in danger. Immediately, he flapped his large bat wings and rushed forward in an attempt to rescue Little Flame. However, right after Little Martin moved, the cosmic evil Devil King swung the devil totem pole in his hand. Immediately, mighty demonic aura surged before he directly pushed Little Martin back. Ha ha, no one has ever survived after falling into the cosmic evil devil abyss. The three great heads of Yuan Gate laughed heartily. Meanwhile, their laughter was filled with evil and cruelty. Little Flame struggled intensely. However, when he realized that there was no escape, a fearsome glint suddenly appeared in his tiger eyes. Then, fresh blood seeped out from his large body, before waves of wild and violent energy erupted forth. It seems like he was about to self-destruct. Boom! However, a purple gold light suddenly enveloped Little Flame just as he was about to risk it all and go all out against the three great heads of Yuan Gate. Then, huge purple gold dragon tail swung violently against his body, before the powerful force directly sent him flying. Little Flame was startled. After which, he hurriedly took a look before he was instantly stunned. This was because he saw that the huge purple gold dragon that Lindong had transformed into, had taken his place instead. After which, that large mouth, which was releasing endless demonic aura, swallowed Lindong in one gulp. Big brother! A brutal scarlet color surged within Little Flame's tiger eyes instantly. After which, he turned around and charged towards the cosmic evil devil king. However, he was quickly stopped by Little Martin, who appeared in front of him. Second brother? What are you doing? Little Flame cried out furiously upon seeing this. Why are you panicking? Do you really think that he is so reckless? It isn't going to be so easy to swallow him. Little Martin's handsome face sunk as he chided. But Little Flame hesitated for a moment before he collected himself. However, his tiger eyes were still completely red. Previously, he clearly detected the frightening demonic aura within the cosmic evil devil king's large mouth. In fact, it was likely that even a reincarnation stage expert would be eroded if he was to fall within. Ha ha, the both of you can quit dreaming. Even a reincarnation stage expert would be turned into ashes by the demonic aura after falling into the cosmic evil devil abyss. That arrogant Lindong actually believes that he can avoid this fate. What a joke! The three great heads of Yuan Gate laughed out loud. Meanwhile, their laughter was filled with mockery. Little Martin stared at the three of them, who were laughing now, with no emotion on his face. Instead, he merely said faintly to Little Flame, once the opportunity arises, unleash your full strength and attack. Little Flame relaxed slightly after he saw that Little Martin was not genuinely worried. After which, he nodded solemnly. After finishing off Lindong, who was the most troublesome one to deal with, the three great heads of Yuan Gate were clearly extremely excited. Then, they directed their dark and cold eyes towards the Little Martin duo. Promptly, a ferocious smile appeared before they prepared to attack. Just as they were about to attack, a strange buzzing sound was suddenly emitted from within the cosmic evil devil king's body. When they heard that sound, shock immediately surfaced in the eyes of the three great heads of Yuan Gate. You three old dogs, this young master is a tough nut to crack. I'm afraid that you will only get indigestion after you swallow me. A chuckle sounded after the buzzing sound appeared. You are indeed a tough nut to crack. However, I don't believe that you can survive after falling into the cosmic evil devil abyss. A cold glint flashed across the eyes of the three great heads. Following which, the color of the cosmic evil devil king darkened even further. Then, a frightening demonic aura wildly gushed forward in an attempt to kill Lindong. Ha ha, I will purify as much demonic aura as you can throw at me. However, Lindong's loud laughter once again sounded after the demonic aura surged out. All of a sudden, the cosmic evil devil king's huge body trembled violently. That was because a warm white glow was actually seeping out from within its huge body. The expression of the three great heads changed drastically after the white light appeared. Following which, miserable screeches sounded, before the cosmic evil devil king's large body began to tremble. Rumble. While the white light flickered, a low and deep thunder roar followed. In fact, it seemed like an extremely violent thunderbolt had exploded within the cosmic evil devil king's body. Moreover, the thunderbolt force completely shattered the powerful demonic aura. You bastard! The three great heads of Yuan Gate released a sharp roar. Promptly, a fearsome glint flashed across their eyes. Following which, thunder began to rumble within the cosmic evil devil king's body. Then, its large belly vibrated continuously as demonic aura charged towards Lindong. Attack! Stop them! Little Martin quickly cried out sternly upon seeing this. After which, he took the lead and charged forward. Then, he clenched his fist before 10 purple-black crescent moons appeared around him. After which, together with intense reincarnation ripples, they whizzed ruthlessly towards the cosmic evil devil king. Roar! Little Flame released a tiger roar. As he was already raring to go, he was even faster than Little Martin. Promptly, black and white light was released before his sharp tiger claws tore through the air and directly left deep and bloody scars on the cosmic evil devil king's black metal-like body. The cosmic evil devil king was outraged as it immediately swung its devil totem pole and hit Little Flame's body. A low and deep sound followed and the latter incurred serious injuries. Though fresh blood continued to flow, Little Flame showed no signs of retreating. Instead, black and white light crazily gathered on his tiger claws. After which, he ruthlessly swiped at the cosmic evil devil king. It seemed like he wanted to rip the latter into pieces. Boom boom boom. A formidable purple-black crescent moon closely followed before it ruthlessly smashed onto the cosmic evil devil king's body, leaving many deep and bloody scars. After which, fresh black blood rolled down. As they were being disrupted by the Little Martin duo, the three great heads were unable to concentrate on dealing with Lindong. Instead, they had to turn their attention towards the Little Martin duo as well. Nonetheless, because they lost Lindong in the process, the Little Martin duo were immediately pushed into a disadvantage. Nevertheless, the both of them revealed their fearsome nature, as they continued to attack and hurt the cosmic evil devil king even at the risk of incurring serious injuries. While the Little Martin duo were pestering the cosmic evil devil king, the latter's strength was gradually diminishing. This was because the demonic aura within its body was being rapidly purified by Lindong. As such, it was clearly a foolish decision for the three great heads of Yuan Gate to swallow Lindong. After all, the latter was full of divine objects which specialized in dealing with the Yimo. Therefore, by using these items, the demonic aura within the cosmic evil devil king would be of little use against Lindong, regardless of how dense they were. Boom! As the cosmic evil devil king began to weaken, the Little Martin duo used this opportunity to launch violent attacks. Their attacks ruthlessly landed on the cosmic evil devil king's body. Following which, frightening strength came pouring down and they left a deep and bloody hole on the cosmic evil devil king's chest. Roar! After receiving such a heavy blow, despite its humongous body, the cosmic evil devil king instantly flew backwards. After which, it howled towards the sky before it spat out a black light. Finally, that black light gradually turned into a human figure, who stood in midair. He was Lindong, who was previously swallowed. Old dogs, now do you know just how tough this young master is? Currently, Lindong's entire body was covered with wounds. In fact, there was even a trace of blood on the corner of his lips. Although he had turned the insides of the cosmic evil devil king upside down, he had clearly suffered significant injuries as well. Bastard! I will murder you! The three great heads of Yuan Gate roared furiously. That was because they realized that the internal injuries suffered by the cosmic evil devil king were far more severe than those external ones caused by the all-out attacks from the Lindong trio previously. Crucially, the demonic aura within the cosmic evil devil king's body had become extremely chaotic after being messed up by Lindong. This had undoubtedly weakened it. If they knew that this was going to happen, there was no way that they would ever swallow that scourge. Lindong stared at the three great heads of Yuan Gate, who were currently outraged, before a stern expression flashed across his eyes. After which, he slowly wiped off the blood on the corner of his lips before he sat down in midair. Little Martin, Little Flame, please protect me. Lindong gradually shut his eyes after his voice sounded. Then he withdrew the mighty Yuan power undulated over his body. As of now, he looked eerily calm. The three great heads of Yuan Gate were startled when they saw this. Immediately, they felt uneasy in their hearts. After the big mess caused by Lindong previously, they no longer dared to underestimate this young man, who was forced by them to flee the eastern Xian region like a homeless stray 3 years ago. A fearsome glint flashed across their eyes before the cosmic evil devil king roared. Then, the devil totem pole in its hand transformed into a black ray of light, before it penetrated through space and flew straight towards Lindong. However, A purple-black light rushed over just as the totem pole was 1,000 feet away from Lindong. Then, little Martin's 10,000 feet large purple-black wings guarded Lindong like a wing shield, before he forcefully clashed against the totem pole. A frightening energy assault wave spread. Immediately, little Martin felt a sweet sensation rush up his throat, before he vomited a mouthful of blood. However, he forcefully stabilized his body before he blocked the ferocious attack from the cosmic evil Devil King. Roar! At this moment, Little Flame also released a wild roar. Following which, monstrous black and white light surged out from within his huge body. Soon after, his already large body swelled once again. Meanwhile, endless scarlet color surged within his tiger eyes. Finally, his incomparably sharp tiger claws tore through space and wildly attacked the cosmic evil Devil King. Up against Little Flame's maniacal attacks, the cosmic evil Devil King let out a stern roar. Then, it waved its arms. An earth-shaking low and deep noise would sound every time a punch landed on Little Flame's body. As the space vibrated, Little Flame's black and white body was gradually dyed blood red. Little Martin also had crimson eyes. Holding onto two large crescent blades, he flapped his bat wings before he zipped back and forth across the cosmic evil Devil King's body. Then, his crescent blades formed a shocking arc before he ruthlessly hacked the cosmic evil Devil King's body. Boom boom. The three parties fought in a chaotic fashion. Although Little Martin and Little Flame were constantly pushed away, they continued to charge forward in the blink of an eye. Their all-out attacks actually left the cosmic evil Devil King unable to move. Get lost! The cosmic evil Devil King roared sharply. Extending its devil arms, they penetrated through space before it used one arm to grab Little Martin's bat wing, while the other grabbed Little Flame's tiger hand. After which, it slammed the two of them together violently. Immediately, blood spluttered before the two of them flew backwards, leaving 100,000 feet large crack on the ground. I will kill all of you today. When the three great heads of Yuan Gate saw that their cosmic evil Devil King was covered with wounds, they became outraged while murderous desire surged into their hearts. They were just about to give chase when their expressions suddenly changed. Then, all of them quickly lifted their heads before they saw that Lindong was slowly opening his eyes. Following which, a black line of light appeared between his brows before it slowly split apart. Finally, a mysterious eye, with some lightning arcs crackling within its deep and dark pupil, appeared between Lindong's brows. When this mysterious eye filled with black light and lightning glow appeared, even the three great heads of Yuan Gate felt shocked in their hearts. Meanwhile, a rich sense of danger spread across their entire bodies. This video will end H.